chance it belongs to a white male with blue eyes.
So we're good. You believe me? Yeah, we do. Okay. Cool. Can I go now? Yeah, but first I just want to ask you a few more questions about Celeste, if that's okay. Sure. Anything at all? Now, I know she worked in finance. Just to be blunt, was she also a sex worker? Like an escort? Thanks. Let him answer.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
It was bad luck anyway. Fresh test. It's not dog food, it's food. The virus that causes shingles is sleeping in 99% of people over 50, and it could strike at any time.
So this white one, mama?
Wake up, because shingles could be.
Right?
I don't know what's up with it. Yeah, like you don't want to register it, man. You keep saying error.
Battery might.
I just changed all the batteries.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll look that this is not a sign of what's in store, as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep is Tutu Atwell. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
I know the times are rough.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
That's worse. I was literally just reading about that poor woman at the post. I didn't recognize her from the photo, but if you say she was here.
Oh, reading another photo, maybe it'll jog the memory.
On a busy night, we have over 200 guests. Tough to keep track.
You'll probably keep records, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the first drive, 3-and-out, second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The drive continues. It's a first down. The Bengals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Right back to him on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Burrow. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And Chase will go in motion left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
That does more than just moisturize? Try Olay Regeneron.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Burrow looking to pass. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take it at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now here's Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Young from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ellison. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
3rd and short yardage. Young eluding the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Say what?
I say, guess who's back?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
I say, why you in the dark? I like the dark.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. That's where all the sneaky shit go on at. No, thank you. We don't want any parts. Yes, you do, Jimmy. Stop that shit. No, I don't.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here.
Yeah, a little bit of him, though.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week. Another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same.
Yeah,
The
trying to hit his
skills
shit.
and responsibilities are the same. And he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Following the interception.
No, I'm watching.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Watching.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the
Northern and
15-yard
playing
line. That's good for 28 yards.
So
What
many
you, Coach
times in my
Harris?
career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Ellison, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 10. Young to throw it. He'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Thank y'all.
Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. It's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. Good sack, though. Good effort there.
As you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and then they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Ain't nobody spoke to you in a minute. And I'm like,
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
what the fuck this nigga don't
Oh,
want
my
to do?
God.
Broken up.
Contact somebody.
The contact
Contact
well in time there, and now 4th down.
I gave her that idea.
That was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th
What the
down.
hell do you be doing out there? Hey, look. You come out, you
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal.
And there it is.
This is up and good from Pinheiro, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the
They got
field
that
goal.
eating frogs and
How this game is playing out so
goat
far. You mentioned
and
the early lead. Now they're
and,
expanding
what
on
else
it,
out there?
getting
Lambs
plays on both
and
sides of the ball. A winning
all that other
recipe
good
if they can
stuff.
keep this up.
crocodiles, lions, and stuff. Horses.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is
Eat
Pinheiro.
camel toes and stuff. I don't eat camel toes.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a
Lion
touchback.
beard. Yeah. Yeah. It's a different size.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They do that. They eat elks and stuff like that. Yeah, like they antlers are thicker and everything. Yeah.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining
Bigger.
as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here we go. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I mean, it's dogs bigger than coyotes and wolves.
Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized
We got dogs like
playing
that.
off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur of today's crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half, and now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
This is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. That one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, they really huge.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, Ellison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 90 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They ain't.
An opportunity to review the footage recorded by surveillance cameras located inside this club. When you trust were murdered? Yes. When you review the footage, do you see the left part and the defender?
A play fake, now Young.
Get him! Get him!
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
41 seconds later.
Get it out, Nick.
2nd down and 6 now. Now a handoff up the middle. Ellison, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Young. That one caught by Ellison. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish. And now, boom,
Wow.
and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Oh, I wouldn't have came back.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember,
Why you be wasting money?
A moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on
I don't know, man. Jay ain't on top of me no more.
You're not hearing everybody say, hey,
that girl, he talked to me about, he had to kick her out or something. Well, he went to her phone or something.
on the field with a chance to atone.
No, she went through his phone, my bad.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He said he had to give him $3,000.
Receivers are in positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, Ellison, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd down is Young. Throw complete right side to Cooks. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And remember, this
I'm sorry. I just heard the 1,000. I'm sorry. My bad.
Nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try the
I
option
told
on first and goal.
they calling you
Probably
26.
should have given that one off as he's going to get
You
hit
talking about
and taken down behind the line.
nigga ain't never
Now the
24.
Panthers going to
Nigga, she was
signal for their
24 when we
third
were working
and
with her.
final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half
Oh,
of play.
yeah.
Second down, Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. He scored
got
on the
one.
ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
So she got to change her lifestyle before she go out there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively you want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much
got
they
quiet
trust
real
their
quick,
guys
didn't he?
in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You bought a vibrator. Oh, man. I forgot you said you with your girl.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm telling you. Hey, I don't tune him out.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon
I'm
Good.
finna,
Set for
hey, so let me
quarter
ask you this
number
question,
3
JB. So the girl you went with, that's your girl, right? Oh, okay. But you bought the condo with your girl?
First, second half action underway. The fair catch
So y'all just
taken
business
short of the
partner
goal
right now.
line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Oh, y'all finna get mad. You finna get. Wait a minute. I'm telling you, it's getting on my nerves now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone
Like
any
in the-
better for them.
like
So
in
what's
the
the
closet.
approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart.
Oh my God.
Because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in.
No.
The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Complete to Likely. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. Nobody wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Oh my
You have a
God.
vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really...
And he will take it across across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Panthers just continue to roll. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
I tell you, Jimmy, don't get no hand on somebody. Why?
He sound Nephew Turner trapped in the closet.
Touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
No.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 25, here's second down and 7. Here's Burrow. The rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Yeah, Jay, kind of about hear you, man, for real.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
I'm telling you, like, I got the phone to my, like, on my shoulder. There you go. He done set up and everything now.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long.
Wow.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Get that out of bounds.
Williams with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck.
Yeah, definitely don't get no cat, man. Why you want to do that?
And they're kind of forced to take a few chances here.
Yeah, that's not a smart decision.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even
so
larger.
Y'all need to have that conversation before you go get a cat. Get a goldfish first.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
You done been in many situations like that, Jimmy. You listen to him. You know he's 55 years old.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it.
We just had to figure out how old you were, JB.
That's
all.
Probably gone out the window, Charles.
We were trying to figure it out.
Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been
and she don't like cats. Like, if she don't like cats, like, come on now, Jimmy.
Like this, no matter how
she probably. Do you think she like cats? I mean, like that's a conversation y'all gotta have. Y'all gotta have it. Do she know you getting
in the third quarter? I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Well, a lot of ground left to make up.
You got a companion.
Lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Barrow. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Who's daddy?
More than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
You guys ain't gonna have that type of relationship because you didn't come here with this.
So nothing doing there. And it's 2nd and goal.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were going to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
No, I didn't have it. Well, you know what's so crazy? I was going to get a cat when I was staying at my dad's house because there was no animals there. Right? And my dad was like, oh, we got a cat.
5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to at least get one score back. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came through. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Or just jealous of the dog.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Jelly, peanut butter jelly.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Like that. We've had ferrets. One thing we never had was cats. My mom didn't like cats. She said it creeped her out and stuff like that. But I've always, I've wanted a cat, and I've been wanting a cat real bad over the last couple of years.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Marietta has an animal shelter up here, so we went to it.
Third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
This one cat, y'all, oh my God, this cat was calling my name, and I was going to get it. I swear to God. But somebody had already got it, and I told people, not only do we choose our pets, but our pets choose us. That cat is wanting to come home with me. It's really dead. But somebody already got him, and I was so sad.
Uh-huh.
I was so sad. And then the gym we go to, you can tell that the people, the businesses feed the cats or whatever because they have a whole bunch of cat food out. And you always see a whole bunch of cats around it. I've been trying to get one of them to get the car with me, but they don't fuck with me.
12 here. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, I'm getting me a little baby kid.
Young off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
It all depends.
Up the middle they go.
I'm
Allison.
more of a runner than a flipper.
And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Yeah, I agree anything.
41 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I agree your
Series
auntie
like
back.
that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move.
No,
better way
shit,
to close out a
no.
game than to tap
Did I
this
just cook
master
some
that you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them.
chicken,
Let's keep
shrimp,
the ball, keep
and
their
pasta
offense
the
on
other
the
day?
sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a pickup
Bake
of
some
4, and it'll bring
chicken,
up second down.
baked in that
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better
chicken
tacklers,
broth.
especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
So,
But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
well, how you just cut me out, though?
On second down now,
Allison.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes.
No,
But they've
Jamaica, she got a little hand around the peach.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
I forgot what I had got from it. It was decent.
I can make homemade cookies, pancakes.
Hands it off out of the gun. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Another good run for him. What else is there? That'll put him right at 50 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So definitely know my way around the kitchen. Either I want to or not.
That's funny.
Eddie, not Eddie. James, what happened to your ass the other day, man? You lied to me. You said what happened to what?
Frank
You
Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go
You were
for
supposed
it
to
on
meet me
4th
at Dr.
down.
Burke. You were supposed to call me back.
They'll try and run the option. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bengals
Tell that motherfucker live, bro. God. He went to, what's it called? He was up there. The truth was he was at, Schmidt's.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's the truth.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That nigga is funny.
Drops it incomplete. Struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Yeah, man, my bad. Man. Shit, see what happened was I had some points.
And my goodness, another interception.
I waiting on what time.
Man,
they ain't got no way to turn it.
With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, Bob, because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Wait a minute.
Listen, they get him to the ground on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world.
Everybody know you don't want no calling me.
Motions to the left.
That's how you. Oh!
I'm gonna go raw dog.
On the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10. 166 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the
Hey man, by the time she ever decide to get with her dude,
Vision is so important for the man in the
Oh,
middle
it's so
because
funny.
his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front
By
of him,
the time
diagnose a
she
play,
30,
and then go
she gonna
make
get
it
her
and
dude.
finish it. That's when the
She gonna be
middleweights
another J.
know that they have the goods.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third
By the time she
down.
30, she gonna be another J. So
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
They certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it well.
And
this
down he
nigga's
goes.
out of
Pressure
change.
gets him back at the 14. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage old
Oh
school
man,
coverage,
that's
didn't
so
it?
funny.
Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer in one corner,
Man, not
and a
about
Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
Because the internet is restricted. The internet is restricted, so they don't see everything we see. So when we do
Chance
backside,
to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
shit too deep for them. He's like, oh shit, that shit hurt. When you get them in doggy style, that shit hurt. It's like, oh no,
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted. He's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
man.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
I'm smacking her ass. She's like, oh.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
But I know they already know English because everything they see on the internet, everything they on Facebook,
that time, getting it to about the 46.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
There's Americans out there turning them out. That's where, man, look. I got that. Ain't like that.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
It's fucking crazy.
They're going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
I like her. The reason why I like her is because she understands my dialect and I understand hers. But when it comes to sex and I be want to like goddamn doggy style it out and do all this shit to it, she like,
This play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
So niggas is out there raw talking like a motherfucker. To be honest with you, you rolling up the shorty out there, you rolling up the shit out their ass. Because they, it ain't, they HIV rate is so
On 1st and 10,
like,
Sanders. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
My God. Damn.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From what I read and from what I seen,
Another run
with
to
the short
Sanders.
elements of it,
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Carolina, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Hey,
And for
Rick,
Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gutton saying so long, everybody.
when I take my clothes off and I go to bed, the next one was next